Hello, my dear students. Today we're going to explain present simple tense. A present simple tense means that we talk in present. What can you see here? Yes, there is a boy, and he has some habits he does every day. What are they? For example, at 6 o'clock he gets up early, he washes his face, he has his breakfast, then he goes to school. And at 2 o'clock he comes back home, he studies his lesson, he listens to music, then he goes to bed. So all of these are his usual habits daily. And this is present simple. So we use the present simple to express usual habits. Something you do every day, every week, every year. What is the form of present simple tense? I use with I, you, and they, and we. And plural name, I use infinitive. For example, I say, I read every day early. I go to school every day. But he and she and it and any singular noun, I use verb plus s, like he reads every day, she gets up early. Okay, what about the negative? With I and you and thee and we, I use don't plus infinitive or do not. He and she and it take doesn't or does not. So this is the form of present simple. And pay attention that most verbs take s in the third person singular, means with he, she, and it. But sometimes we add es. If the verb ends with double s, sh, ch, x, and o, for example, miss, misses, finish, finishes, watch, watches, mix, mixes, go, goes. And if the verb ends with y, and y preceded by a consonant like study or cry or hurry, I turn I and y into I, then add es, so I add ies. If it ends by vowel plus y, we don't change the y, we keep it and only add s. Give me some examples, please. For example, I say he watches TV every day. In this case, I add es. She washes her face every day. I add es. So pay attention to the form of the verb in each case, please. Okay, let's practice some question. Make negative sentences. My father makes breakfast. Where is the verb makes? Excellent. How can I negate? I negate by putting doesn't or don't before the main verb. Okay, so number one, my father makes breakfast. My father doesn't make breakfast. And after doesn't, I put infinitive. They are 11. Where is the verb are? And are, it's one from verb to be. And verb to be, I only add not. So they are not 11. She writes a letter. Where is the verb writes? So here the verb has s, so I use doesn't. She doesn't write a letter. I speak Italian. The verb doesn't have s, so I negate using don't. I don't speak Italian. Danny phones his father on Sundays, so Danny doesn't phone his father on Sundays. What about present continuous tense? Present continuous tense is a tense that expresses an action that's happening at the moment of speaking. It happens now, okay? So here if we have timeline, we have past, now, and future. So the present continuous, it's happening now. What is the form of present continuous tense? The present continuous tense, it consists of verb to be, am, is, are, plus verb plus ing. I take am, he, she, it, and singular take is, you, we, they, and plural take are. For example, when I say, I'm talking now, we are playing now, we are walking now. So all the actions are happening at the moment of speaking. Okay, what can you see? Yes, what is he doing? What is he doing and what are they doing? Let's see. What is she doing in the picture? Yes, number one, she is dancing. So she take is and dance plus ing, she is dancing. And what is he doing? He is sleeping. And what are they doing? They are cleaning. Excellent. What is she doing? She is reading a book. And what is he doing? I think he is clean. He is working. Yes. And what are they doing? They are cooking. What is she doing? She is playing. What is he doing? He is studying. He is listening to music. He is reading a newspaper. They are watching TV. So what is or are he or she or it are they doing? It expresses an action that happens at the moment of speaking. Let's practice on present continuous. Number 1, I a sandwich now. Now, so I put I take am. I am eating. And mom is driving. Dad is cooking. We are studying. Grandpa is sipping. The people are clapping. My cousins are swimming. Sammy is writing. And the cat is running. And pay attention to the verbs like drive and like write. They end with E. We omit E, then put ing. يعني driving driving and writing writing. Verbs like run, swim, clap, sim. We double the last letter then add ing. So pay attention to this point, please. So today we talked about present simple and present continuous. What about the usage? The present simple expresses a habit. When I say every day he gets up early, he washes his face, he has his breakfast, or when I say it usually rains in Korea. Or fact, water freezes to ice. But the present continuous express actions that's happening now. For example, when I say it's raining now, he is playing now, he is driving a car now. What about the form? The present simple, we have the first form with I and we and they and any plural noun. The first form يعني the verb in its pure case like sleep, play. And with he and she and at and any singular noun I put s or es or ies. Present continuous form am or is or are plus the verb plus ing. I am playing, he is playing, they are playing. What about the negative? Present simple, I use don't or doesn't. And don't come with I, we, they, and you. And doesn't come with he and she and it. And don't forget that don't and doesn't must be followed by infinitive. And present continuous, I use am, is, are, not, plus verb plus ing. Excellent. What about the keywords? With the present simple, I use always, every day, every year, usually, sometimes. And the present continuous, I use now, right now, or at the moment. Okay, use the correct form of this. I always sleep early, but now I'm studying for my exam. She wore a dress for today's party. She usually wears skirts. I boiled some water to have my breakfast. Water boil at 100 degrees Celsius. I love potatoes and now I eat them. I have one uncle. I usually visit him. Number 1. I always sleep. Present simple عشان usual habits. But now I'm studying. She is wearing a dress for today's party. She usually wears skirts. يعني today only. It's a temporary action. She is wearing a dress, but usually she wears skirts. I'm boiling some water to have my breakfast now. But when I'm talking about a truth or a fact, I use present simple and say water boils at 100 degrees Celsius. I love potatoes and now I'm eating them. He has one uncle, he usually visits him. So I use the present simple to express facts, truth, or usual habits. And use the present continuous to express actions that are happening at the moment of speaking or temporary actions. It's not something that she does every day or every year. And by this we finish our today's lesson. And goodbye.